fun friends diving deep into conversations where nothing is taboo. They believe in eating dessert before dinner and wearing the bikini. They're allergic to labels, authority, and cheap shoes. Currently, they're launching themselves through life being the good time, bold enough to take risks and inquisitively asking, what's next? They hail from New Hampshire, but they could be anywhere dressed in cute clothes. If they had to share a tombstone, it would read, "Curiosity killed these cats." Your hosts, Lisa and Robin on the mic.
Welcome to Lisa and Robin on the mic. You're listening on WSMN 1590 AM, 95.3 FM. You can always watch and stream on WSMN.live as well as YouTube. Welcome and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I think our theme song should be coming in hot.
It should be, because it seems like no matter how early we get here, we're always coming on hot. I want to wish you all a Happy New Year. This is New Year's Day, 10 a.m. You're probably just getting up. You're probably just having your first cup of caffeine.
2026.
And we are here for your listening oasis pleasure.
Your listening oasis. Do you know, I realized on the way in today, I was trying to do these voice warm-ups.
What are voice warm-ups?
Well, you know, like you do,
Oh, I didn't know.
all that stuff. I can't hit high notes. I was like, wow, I sound like a screechy owl.
Well,
Like,
I think you're
that's
supposed to sing
being
from your
attacked.
stomach.
See? That's what I get. It's like, I think it's this post-nasal drip is killing me.
So have you ever been a singer?
No.
Okay, so you never did theater where you had to sing or anything?
Now, in my 20s, when I was married, my husband told me I was tone deaf, so that put the kibosh on all of it. I didn't sing. The only time I sang was by myself. And the radio up louder than I could hear myself.
Right. So for the first 20 years of our relationship, John would get in the car and say, "Why is the radio so loud?" It was like, "So I can't hear myself sing," was the answer. And I don't know why you have to ask every time you get in. He's like, "Well, just lower the radio before you get out of the car." I'm like, "I'm singing right up until I shut the car off."
Right. That's the last thing on my mind. I'm not worried about that.
I think if you go to a piano, and you hit someone taps a key and you try to make your voice blend in with whatever that tone is, you'll find out you could probably sing a little
I
bit.
think that I do that. Like, if you're listening and then
And none of us are Mariah Carey.
Yes, but then if you close your ears, if you close your ears so you hear your voice and the music in the background, I'm like, wow, that is not on note. He's like, but I don't think that you hear the note that's actually being, because he's like, can you not hear that? And I'm like, I think I can. I feel like in my body I can recreate it.
Do you
But
feel that vibration in your body, like in your chest when you're...
What, like the music?
Yes, your music with your voice. Like, can you mirror those?
When I'm singing along to the song, I do, until you close your ears and you're like, whoa.
I've never closed my ears.
You've never, like...
No,
even when you're
that's
talking?
that crazy, like...
You go do that.
So I will say that, the first time you hear yourself on video, the first time I heard myself on the answering machine back when we had answering machines, it's like, my voice doesn't sound like that, does it?
I know. I don't like to hear my voice on voicemail.
But everyone says that. Everyone says, well, their voice doesn't sound to them.
Yeah, but like, do you think Dick Clark did that, or like Walter Cronkite, or I was trying to think of these.
the news. I don't know. I
You think Cher she's like, oh my God, I hate my voice on my
No.
voicemail?
No, I think those people have it fine, but I don't think we sound like from the outside like we sound from the inside, is what
Yeah.
I think. I
And
think
even-
everyone doesn't sound from the inside like they sound
Yes.
from the outside, but I could be 100% wrong. There's no science backing this up.
I feel like the best, probably the closest we get, is on the radio. Like, when I listen back to it, I feel like it's probably the closest of what I think I sound like.
Yes, and I think I've told the story a dozen times. I think I've told this. I am in public school up until third grade. Then I don't go to fourth grade. Then in fifth grade, I go to Catholic school. And Catholic school has music. And there's a nun banging on a piano. We're
Bang it
all
out,
looking,
baby.
we're all looking at sheet music. and they're saying, "Why aren't you singing along?" I'm like, "You've got hieroglyphics, geometric hieroglyphics on a page. What are you even talking about? That's C. I don't like."
Yeah.
It was so I don't know. And then she failed me in music, and then I went home to my parents and I said everyone was playing an instrument, but I didn't know how to read music, so I couldn't play an instrument. And so I said I want to play an instrument, and they're like, "You're tone deaf. You failed music." And so I always believed I was tone deaf. I don't know if I can hit all the notes, but when I started to learn to play the piano as an adult, and then I learned what the keys were, and then I sang and tried to make my voice get lost in the note.
Yeah.
I don't know what C is when I'm standing here with no piano, but if I hit a C on a piano and I make it so my voice blends with that tone versus ride above the tone, I'm like, I think I'm hitting C.
So do you feel like you're tone deaf now?
No, I feel like I've never been tone deaf.
See, 'cause
I've
I
just been
think-
uneducated, and no one would educate me, and no
Well,
one
I
took
think
this
actually
time.
singing is harder than it is. Like, I think
100%.
some people get it. And I was like, man, I would like to do. So when you actually said we were going to sign up for voice lessons way back, I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited.
We should take voice lessons. Like, we should go to a music studio and take voice lessons. And I think so. I do think that I don't have a good enough voice to sing for a living, but I can sing Happy Birthday now and not hurt your ears. Like that's kind of what I think. Happy Birthday is the worst song to sing.
Yes.
So what I did, Amy, our producer, is had a birthday. We thought we were
Yes.
going to do a show the day after Christmas, but we did not. And the day after Christmas is her birthday. And I promised her a song, and I think that her Happy Birthday song sucks. Everybody sings it too low.
Yes.
No one is on
It's
the same
always
beat.
monotone,
It's
blah,
very,
blah, blah.
and it has no, like, pick it up. Like, get the
Yeah.
cadence going. So
And
I
Texas Roadhouse does it.
do they really?
They do a happy, happy, happy birthday, something like that. I don't know. It's been years since I've been there, but
So I
it
was
was
going to
annoying as all get out because, it comes through like 5 times when you're trying to eat dinner.
play the Stevie Wonder Happy Birthday song
Oh.
because this is so much better.
Can you plug it in? Just
Nope.
put it up to your mic. Maybe.
This is a much better version.
I feel like I should be on rollerblades. Disco.
Here we go.
Yeah, can you imagine your family trying to sing that to you?
So that's what we do play at our birthdays.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because and we fast forward it, someone fast forwarded in advance, and then we play that
Had it cued, ready to
has
go.
it cued because the happy birthday's terrible.
Yeah, that's cool.
Terrible. And
Actually,
everyone
that
sings
is
a
it.
different name. Auntie Lisa, someone's got a nickname for you.
Yes.
Pancakes, it's all over the place.
Yes.
And it's slow and like you can't wait to get to the end of Happy Birthday.
Yes,
So
yes.
we play now because my sister-in-law and my brother-in-law used to win like their work awards, and they used to go to the Bahamas, and it was my brother-in-law's birthday while they were in the Bahamas. In the Bahamas, they sing this version of Happy Birthday to you,
Oh, that's
and they
awesome.
spray you with champagne in the pool.
Nice.
So that should be how all of our
I
birthdays
wanna
are
be sprayed with
celebrated.
champagne.
We can hook that up
I'd love it. I would love to be
in a pool,
yes,
not
or
like-
on a beach. I'm fine.
yeah, not out on Main Street with the
Right.
ice.
In winter. Ugh.
Not that.
I drove the truck in today, and I was like, wow, I like riding high.
I know. I'm so spoiled from riding in a truck all those years.
Well, riding in it and driving it is very different because I'm always in the passenger side, so I'm so used to it. But today I feel like, man,
I can look down on
I
people.
can take on the world. Just
Yeah.
nobody get in my way. And in my car, I'm like, oh, don't hit me. Do you see me? Wait, can I get over?
And so the problem with your car is if I was driving it, no one would ever hit me because I'd be passing everybody.
Yes. Zip, zip.
And then the cops would be like, again? Again? We're seeing you again? And be like, I'm so sorry. It's not my fault. It's the car.
I do love how, though, you're coming off an exit or a ramp or something, or I'm on the highway. There's so many cars that will get right beside me, and they want to race me. And I'm like, dude, I will blow you away. And so I do every once in a while, but
So I used to drive a Camaro, and then I crashed that. And then very short
Crash
window of
that
time. Banged that baby
stepped
up on
away.
128. It was, I think, 1993, maybe. No, 97. If you were in 4 hours worth of traffic on a Thursday morning on 128, that was me. I blocked all the highway. I shred my Camaro across the highway so no one could get by. We were okay. But then I drove John's Mustang. And we didn't get to soup my Camaro up yet. We didn't put a cam in it. We didn't
6 months, didn't you?
Not even. Yeah, I trashed that thing pretty quick, which was good because I probably couldn't have afforded the payments on that and a house, and I had bought a house, so it was like, I really wouldn't have been able to afford
it's
it
the universe
and
saving
eat.
you.
Yeah, and I wouldn't have been able to eat, have the Camaro, and have a house, and I wasn't having any
Ramen.
furniture. So then I used to drive his, and his was completely souped up, and he had this giant clutch, like some sport clutch. So my left leg was like starting to get distinctly bigger than my right leg because of this clutch. And I used to have to really work the clutch.
Yeah.
And so people would hear me revving and guys beside me would be like, yes, we're going. And a couple of times, depending on traffic, I would race them. Sorry, John. But and then sometimes I would make all the noise. They would start revving off the line at a light, and I would turn right.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be anywhere around in 5 seconds. So, but your car, I just am positive I would not be able to drive that on the speed limit.
It actually even pulls if you're just sitting, if you take your foot off of the gas, it already wants to go forward. It's like a self-propelled.
Yeah, so diesel, is it diesel?
No.
Okay, when I remember the first time I drove a diesel, John said, how it would be if you were walking a pit bull that wasn't trained.
Yeah.
That pull.
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
diesels are. They're dragging you forward. I would just lift off the gas and be,
Yeah.
passing
And the biggest difference I saw today is my car literally likes to just sit down and hug a curve. And so you actually want to speed up into a curve.
I
Well,
would.
a truck, you don't want to speed up into a curve.
No, but I used to
But
love
that
how
thing is like a Cadillac. I literally could drive that thing with my index finger. And I'm like, wow.
trucks have come such a long way. Before you used to lose your fillings. You could rattle
Yeah.
out a filling in a truck, but not anymore. And the thing about your car is I do want to hug corners
Yes.
in my truck. And I used to have a speaking to.
Race car.
I used to have a good speaking to because we would put the sander on and I would come home and it'd be cocked and he'd like, stop taking the corners fast. You're moving the sander. 'Cause that's how I'm like, into the corner.
Literally, our theme song should be coming in hot.
It should. Or some remix version of it so we were allowed to play it on YouTube.
Yes.
So I joined Masterclass.
What is Masterclass?
Masterclass is 400 classes on anything you can think of. Learn a language,
Oh.
learn how to write, learn how to compose music. There's one on a DJ.
Oh.
And I was like, do I really need to become a DJ in 2026? Maybe if it's part of my $90 a year.
It could be. We have the place for you to do it.
I might make us a theme song that's remixed because we need more bass in
Yes,
our
yes.
theme song. Our
Yeah.
theme song doesn't have enough
It doesn't have enough us in it.
it doesn't have enough us. I'm a bass girl.
Yes.
I want my hair to vibrate. Remember when you used to go
Yes.
into a club or a concert, your hair would go. That's
yes.
what I want
Yes.
for our theme song.
So what's funny is we have this. It's on PlayStation. It's Mario Golf, and so every once in a while we'll play.
Mario no knees golf.
Yes.
How does Mario hit a
You
golf
should see-
club with no knees?
I don't know. Well, I'm Pauline or Paula or whatever. So she's tall. She's got a lot of length, but she's got long dark hair. But when you play music, so we'll play music on the Sonos to it and turn it down because it's the game diddly. I don't know what they call it. It plays
Not
the-
diddler.
Diddler.
Not diddly.
It's the game ditty.
Not P Diddy. No part of
But
that.
her hair is thumping to the music of so it's all synchronized. And then so the little characters that are standing there watching you hit the golf ball, they're all, bumping to the beat. And I was like, this is ridiculous.
That's awesome
I
that they
know.
built that. The engineers built that in. That's
Yeah.
actually awesome.
It is cool. Because I think they do it to their own beat, but somehow it picks it up and it does it. So it does it to whatever, it synchronizes to whatever song you're playing on there. And I was like, oh.
We had a couple of games when my cousin was here with her 5 kids. They had, is it Guitar Hero?
Oh, yes.
And speaking of singing, my cousin Tatiana would do like that kind of stuff, but almost sound like whale songs. But she would hit the notes, and her brothers and sisters would yell at her, "You're doing it wrong." I'm like, she's got 100.
Right.
Like, it's not too wrong. And then we had another game where it was a Wii. You played sports. Well, I used to always make my Wii fall. I used to like move my legs like hysterically, and my character would fall all over the place. And they were like, "You're not doing it right." I'm like, "I'm not. I don't want to play. Can you tell I don't want to play? I want you to go. Stop, Auntie. Like, go over there."
Oh, Kayla had this one that we used to play, and it was dance. It's a dance one.
Dance Revolution.
It might be Dance Revolution, and where it keeps going up on different levels, and oh my gosh,
You're a star.
just to watch. And I know, and it's like they do fireworks and everything when you're like, you're almost there, keep doing it. And I was like, oh boy.
Remember the stoner movie Grandma's Boy?
No.
You don't remember that movie?
No, I'm so
She's a
bad.
terrible movie person,
I am
everyone. She is
terrible.
terrible. There's no movie references that she gets.
I know. I would love to, though. Like, I've always wanted to be that person.
Okay, let me set it up for you. Grandma's Boy is a stoner movie. 30-something-year-old kid living in an apartment with his friend. They're smoking weed, playing their video games. He's a video game designer. So this is work,
Okay.
quote unquote. First scene, one of the guys from SNL comes in and throws them out of their apartment because they haven't been paying their rent. And he's like, "What are you talking about? I give him my money every month, and he's been spending it on massage therapists." Right? So he has to go live back with his grandma's boy. And he's a stoner, and he's making this video game. Well, he goes to work, and they're all video gamers, and they're playing Dance Revolution. And Nick Swardson
I gotta look this
beats
up
the
and say-
game, and he dances like a lunatic. So that scene, you at least have to see that scene.
I gotta see that.
That dance.
So is it a
Revolution.
good movie?
It's a fantastic for stoner movies. To me, it's one of the best stoner movies there is, as far as stoner movies go, because there's a plot. It actually makes a little bit of sense. There's really funny scenes in there, and there's really, really funny scenes in that. It's a very quotable movie.
Oh, and what's her name is in there? I like her.
The one who Dead to Me,
Um,
the girl from
Doris
Dead to Me.
Roberts.
Oh yes, Raymond's mother
Yes,
from
yes,
Everybody
yes,
Loves
yes,
Raymond,
yes,
and
yes.
she's great, and she's hilarious in that too.
All right.
So you got to watch that.
I gotta save it.
Yeah, you got to save it, and you got to see Nick Swardson doing
Nice.
Dance Revolution. So
Nice.
I hope everyone had a wonderful New Year's Eve.
So did you have a wonderful New Year's Eve?
I did, because we were coming in today. I did all my partying from like 4:45 to 9:30. I was New Year's Eve.
Were you in bed at 9:30?
I was on the couch, passed out by 9:30, and then at 4:45, something woke me up. The fireplace got too hot, or whatever, and I went upstairs, and then I probably fell asleep around 12:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I did the partying I would normally do from 9 to 1.
Yeah.
I did from 5 to 9.
That's awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I was bringing out. I did tequila shots. I had a very good time. I forced John to play his dance list. I danced all over my living room. Had
Oh,
the
that's
fireplace on.
awesome.
Yeah, had the cat there. Had all the Christmas lights on. It was
Heck
fantastic.
yeah, that's awesome.
And we had such a busy December that I just
Yeah.
didn't want to leave the house.
Yeah.
I wanted to be in
I
bed
get
by
that.
9:30.
Yeah.
I was successful. I did so much partying on Christmas. Like, literally, I couldn't walk the next day from all the dancing we did on Christmas. No.
I know you sent me a picture and like I hope to stay like this all day.
Yeah.
And I could see your feet and the cat.
I do not want to move. What about you? How was your New Year's?
It was amazing. So we have big news. So another radio host, Jim Lawrence, we opened a restaurant called Fuego's in Dover, New Hampshire. And last night was its soft grand opening, and it did phenomenal. So
Awesome.
we went. The drinks were really good. The atmosphere was really good. The DJ was awesome. He's got music lined up until he's got all of January booked out for music. I think it's 5 nights a week.
Nice.
Yeah, so they've got some big things in there. I think they're going to try to do a comedy night. Karaoke is kind of on the table. But they have.
So I don't do karaoke.
I don't do karaoke either because the whole tone deaf thing.
Yeah,
so.
but I didn't do it partially when I was younger because I thought my parents told me I was tone deaf, but also because a lot of people don't know how to sing karaoke. So there's a couple of karaoke's going on. There's the karaoke where people are screaming into the microphone and you're like, hey,
Yeah.
the microphone does that
You're
for
hurting
you.
my ears.
I'm never probably drunk enough to do a karaoke.
if you're with a great group of friends, I think it would be
watching them.
fun. Yes. So we did. We were down at.
Oh, so I didn't mean to interrupt about the.
Okay. Well, so quick. St. Lucia. We were down in St. Lucia, and this lady and her husband did karaoke, and they must be professional karaoke's people because they just nailed it. There were like a couple of people that were really entertaining to watch, and I was like, man, it's so fun. The energy is really fun to get into. But anyway. So they have pool tables there. It's a bar that goes all the way around, so you can have like 4 bartenders all at once. It's still up and coming. There's still some wiring and some lighting issues, but it's taken a while coming. But I think it's actually going to be a really hot spot.
Nice.
Jim texted me at like 11:30, and he's like, "We are slammed."
Nice.
So it's gonna be awesome. The food was really, really good. So surprisingly for like bar food.
Mm-hmm.
So they have a starter menu out, and I think we're going to have a fuller expanded menu. But everything that we got on there, it's like a little bit of taste of everything. And the portion sizes were really good. Like steak
No
tips.
one's going to be hungry.
No. And it's reasonably priced. Like it's reasonably priced, but I think for bar food, you always get the same kind of crappy food.
Mm-hmm.
These are all different. Fresh ingredients, like I said, like they use beef tallow to do the French fries in, which they went through so many different oils to find out. They have like this homemade like bacon sauce, like a bacon jam for the sliders. It's really good. So it's everything but just a little bit tweaked, a little bit more upscale, in my opinion. But I am weighted for it. So we're going to do a big grand opening the weekend of January the 30th. So
Okay, put that on the calendars.
put it on the calendar, and everybody wants to come out. It's on Central Ave. It's a great spot in Dover.
January 30th is a Friday.
Yes. So it'll be that whole weekend, I think, that they're going to be doing something.
Nice.
Yeah, and so they have like actually a little selfie booth. I mean, it's like a little photo booth. So when you walk in, people were, and I saw people taking. Chris is like, what are they doing? So Don and he's like, come here, let's see the photo booth. He takes a little picture. You put your phone number in, it texts it to you, and I was like, just fun.
Yeah.
So there's
To
a lot coming.
remember
So-
a good night out.
Yeah, and it's it's like an hour and 20 minutes from here. So we were home. I think we were home by like 10:45.
Mm-hmm.
It was just nice. So I felt like we're home before all the crazy
Crazies.
people get on the roads, and we saw a lot of the cops out. Weren't sure about some of the back roads with the ice. But we were home, and I think we started watching. I think it's Lady Chatterley's Lover or something like that. I think I'm 10 minutes in, and I'm out like a light. Woke up, and it was like 12:04, and I'm like, I went to bed. And he's like, I'll be there shortly, and I'm like, we never even said Happy New Year to each other.
Really? I spent the night with you, I'll see you in the morning.
Right. I like, well, I slept with you.
Yeah.
And I'm here in the morning, so doesn't that count? And he's like, because I said this morning, Happy New Year. And he's like, you're the only person I didn't say it to last night. And I was like, that's all right. You slept with me.
Yeah, I did get a text, but like I said, I was partying from the second the light left the sky.
It's like, I'm doing my hard party right now. But that's the beautiful thing about being an adult. You can do it whenever you want.
And that is the beauty of being an adult. You can adult however you want.
Yes.
Because I tell people, your birthday's on a Tuesday. Who cares? Celebrate for the entire week.
Yes.
Who cares? I celebrate for a month
Yes.
because I can't be contained.
Yes.
And
Yes.
because at some point I don't want to be disappointed because all of my people can't celebrate with me at the same time. And
Right.
a lot of the times I use my birthday as a reason to travel, so no one's celebrating with me on my birthday necessarily.
Right.
Last few years, Lenny, cousin Lenny's birthday is my birthday, so we go away to Aruba together.
Yeah.
But yeah, so a lot of times I just celebrate like April. As long as you say happy birthday to me in the month of April, I consider you have wished me properly a happy birthday because
You've done me
it's my
justice.
month. It's my month.
It's my month. Yes.
So we're good.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to travel for my birthday. No, I would actually like to travel for Christmas
All
I
the
would travel-
holidays?
except for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
I think I would do Thanksgiving at home. But, I mean, if somebody handed me tickets, I would be like, okay.
Right. I'm not going to say no.
Is there any holiday that you would stay home for?
No. I have traveled on every holiday there
Yeah.
is. You know, years ago, we went away on 4th of July. You know, we've been away for Thanksgiving sometimes.
Yeah.
We've been away for Christmas sometimes. Because depending on the year, it was like, well, what do you want for a Christmas present? Well, I want to go to Miami. So we went to Miami for Christmas.
Right.
So, yeah, I've traveled on, there's no time I won't
Yeah.
travel.
Yeah.
And I was thinking of what travel I wanted to do this year.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be book tour year. So you know how I celebrate my birthday for a month? I'm going to be celebrating this cookbook for a year. I'm getting 25 copies on Saturday. They're supposed to be
Nice.
delivered via UPS.
Nice.
And I'm waiting for them to be in my hand to make sure that there's no like terrible printing error. And then I'll put the widget on my website and then everyone can get it.
That's awesome. That's exciting.
Yeah, it's really, really exciting.
So Saturday.
Saturday, I'll get the box of 25 of them.
Nice.
It has been such a
It's
horror
birthing
show.
a baby.
But it was like I almost died birthing this baby.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be this hard. And you know what's annoying? One day I was just crying that this is why writers have their dreams just stuck in a drawer somewhere because it's impossible to like. Who knew there was? Like I thought the hurdle was getting the book done.
Yeah.
I had no idea that hurdles that were gonna plague me
Right.
from it's done.
Right.
Good luck getting it out
Right.
in the world looking like a book.
It's like everybody loves to be pregnant, but then they get a baby and you're like, oh my God, I've got to get up all during the night. Now I'm responsible for their dental care. I've got to teach this thing to tie shoes.
yeah.
I don't think you
I
think
didn't
about
pass a
that then.
test. I don't have a certificate. I didn't
You
get a
gotta give them
license
your
from
car?
the state. None of it. None of it.
You got to make them do
And
their
a lot
homework.
of parents show it. I'll tell you that right now. A lot of parents do show that they haven't taken any classes.
That is true. I think they just drop them off and be like, yep, we're done. I got my quota. We got some kids.
Nate
did what I
Bargatze
should.
has this great skit about being like sent home with the baby and how they make him sign a piece of paper like, don't shake this baby.
Yeah.
Like, whatever you do, don't shake this baby. And like, they kept saying it. And he's like, all right, I'm not shaking any babies. And then like the third night of not sleeping in a row, he's like, is this when we shake the baby? Is this when we do it? I feel like this is not when we do it. I do a lot of things instead of shake. Because like, he's like, we watched a video. I take walks instead of shake my baby. Like, you know, because the shake the baby thing was a huge thing.
yes. Oh my God, that's funny.
Do not shake any babies.
Yes. Yeah, it's like one of those things you just don't know what you're signing up for. You
Yeah.
can't fully know.
And you probably wouldn't do it if you did.
But so when are you going to know when they are actually released to like Barnes and Noble and to like different
So once I see the 25 and I know that they were printed right and nothing, you know, because we went back and forth for a week about, I think your numbers are going to be cut off when we cut these pages. Like we went through
Yeah.
so much stuff. I will say it when I get the print and it is printed properly, I will give the date. But until then,
mum's the word.
mum's the word because I have announced this book release 427 times and it is not released once.
And you're like, oh, not yet. Not yet.
And I thought like I was being so smart about publishing it myself because I didn't have to deal with giving over control to a publisher. And I thought, how hard could it possibly be?
Right.
You know, so many ignorant things.
But you did it.
Well, not yet. It's not out
But
yet.
that's the way but you learned. But it's being shipped. So yes.
And I think I picked the hardest book, a cookbook, because A, it's a manual. B, it has photos. And you can't just, you know, I had to go hard or go home, and I high-hearted.
Yeah.
Now I'm home. So, can I just ask everyone to like put diabetes season to rest?
Yes.
Can you stop bringing cake to my house? Don't give me cookies. I went to the nail shop yesterday. A woman brought cookies. I'm like, do not give me cookies.
Really?
Yes. I was like,
know. I'm up 5 pounds and I'm like, you know what?
It'll go
It's funny.
down.
Oh yeah. Once you get back to
it's that
normal
many,
routine.
It's like all the carbs just holding water. I swear.
Well, it's like we eating foods like back to back that we wouldn't normally eat on a regular basis.
yeah, like 6 cakes.
Well, I didn't eat 6 cakes.
I ate 6 cakes on. No, maybe it wasn't 6.
but I
cakes
would
on
like to have a
Christmas.
good cake. I haven't had cake in a while. But
I still have some at my house.
oh, yes. The thing that's I wouldn't say it's the thing that's gotten me, but my mom has this amazing recipe for oatmeal raisin cookies, and I'm not an oatmeal person at all, and I'm not even a raisin person, but these are the best. They're light and crispy and buttery. And so they're just like, it's like crack. I mean, I even break a piece off. I'll go over to the cookie jar and break a piece off, and I'll put the other piece back. And I'm like, I'm just going to have a little bite. Next thing I do, I'm breaking another piece off. And I'm like, just eat the whole cookie.
Yeah.
'Cause then I
Who
end
you
up-
lying to? You're lying
Yes,
to
and-
yourself.
And you know, here's adulting.
Right. Stop lying to yourself.
So I hope she's not listening now because she just texted me. She's on her way home. So I'm like, okay, I know she's not listening. So she was getting ready to come home. She's getting ready to come home from visiting family. And I noticed like there's only like 6 cookies left. And I know that her and her boyfriend are going to be over and they like them because we made 2 double batches of these cookies. And we're down to 6. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to get a little Ziploc bag, and I put 2 of the best cookies that I was like, if I'm going to eat a cookie, these are the 2 that I want.
They're perfectly brown and not brown.
Yes,
and
it has the
soft
right
and
amount of raisins.
good
It's equal
shape.
distribution through it. And I'm like, yes, it's the perfect size. It's 2 of the biggest ones too. But
Yeah.
So I put them in a Ziploc, and I'm like, I'm going to put them away. So I'm walking through the house, and I got my Ziploc, and Chris is like, where are you going? I'm like, upstairs. He's like, why are you taking cookies with you? He's like, are you seriously saving those for later? Like,
Are you
"Yes."
hiding cookies?
Yes. And he's like, are you really a squirrel? I'm like, yeah, well, we're going to have people over. And then Jonah's friends that night were coming over, and,
Teenagers just
you
don't
get
know
up
how
in
to,
the
yeah.
morning and, Jonah says to me, he's like, hey, Quaid really likes those cookies. And I'm like, yeah, who doesn't?
Everyone really likes those
Right.
cookies.
If you said oatmeal raisin cookies, we'd be like, ugh.
Those are always the ones usually left behind.
Yes. But I'm
Not
telling
these.
you, no. Mm-mm. These get eaten before, like, the little cookies that has, like, the kiss on the top
Mm-hmm.
and the chocolate chip cookies.
Mm.
And, like, everybody in our house is a chocolate chip cookie person.
Do you like nuts in your cookies?
No.
Your chocolate chip cookies? I don't either.
Every once in a while, it's not bad, but no.
Yeah. It's not my preference.
I don't like nuts in actually, now that I'm older, my mom used to make fudge every year. And she used to put nuts in batches of it, and I hated it.
Mm.
But I actually think I like it now as I've gotten older because just biting into like a piece of fudge, it's too rich.
I think when we were younger too, it was like what's I don't want any different texture in my mouth that I have to determine what is that. Do I need to spit this
Yeah.
out?
Yeah.
And
Well,
when
the thing
you
is,
get a
I'm,
soft cookie and then all of a sudden you get like a piece of something, you're like, should I spit this out?
I'm 50-ish and I still do that.
Yeah.
So I still have a texture issue. But
Yeah.
Chris is like, just eat it.
No.
I'm like, nope.
I'm not
No,
wasting
no, no.
calories on stuff I don't like.
No.
Be ridiculous.
Doing that. Not.
So, what do you think? You know how we feel about New Year's resolutions. Don't do them.
Yes.
It's crappy out.
Yes.
You don't have any energy. You're just trying to get through January. Do not start new things.
Well, I was actually telling Kayla yesterday at breakfast, and she's like, hey, what do you guys think about your, and she's like, have you guys done, I love it,
No, it's Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. It needs to go back just a hair like that. She's like, hey, has everybody thought about their New Year's resolutions? And I'm like, well,
0. I'm
we're not-
perfect.
We're not doing New Year's resolutions. And she's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, don't you hear Lisa? Lisa and I have this whole theory about, if you're going to get into the circadian rhythm, if you're going to align with the
Universe
rhythm of the universe.
and synchronicity.
But think
Carl
about-
Jung.
And I think it's perfect timing because now winter, it's like you're hibernating and like
Rest.
ponder. Yes. I said rest, rejuvenate, restore.
Yes.
They're kind of all the same word, but
Yeah. You're reiterating. Boom, boom, boom.
yes. But
All ours.
now's the time to you think about the world kind of just slows down. The earth slows down. Plants, trees, animals, all that stuff slow down. Now's a good time to be thinking about what your goals are. And I was like, in spring, and she's like, oh, that makes a lot of sense.
What were her resolutions?
She didn't say after I said that. So I
Ah.
might have just
Right.
put the kibosh
Poured
on that.
water on that fire.
Wow. But she did say, so what made me smile is both her and her boyfriend, he said, well, I haven't started any resolutions yet. I haven't come up with any, but I am working on my vision board. And she's like, wait, I thought we were supposed to be doing that together. So they're both working on a vision board.
Nice.
So I was like, that's cool.
Is your vision board done?
No. I
Okay.
haven't even gotten out yet.
Okay.
I'm like, no. Have you started yours?
I started pulling out images.
Okay.
That's why the travel thing has been on my mind.
Yeah. I don't really know. I mean, because there's a lot of things that I have on my vision board now that are still for the future. And
Maybe then you
so-
keep that board up and you put this one by the side.
Yeah, but then is it like, is your energy
Divided.
divided too much?
I had 2 vision boards last year.
Yeah.
One was a personal vision board and one was a professional vision board.
That's actually
Because
good.
I was like, I'm not morphing those 2 together. I'm trying to separate business from my personal life.
Yeah.
So that's why I did it that way.
So I was like, I keep walking by it and I was like, oh, there's a little bit more space on that vision board. Should I just add to that? Or should I restart a whole new one?
Only you know.
I know, right? And I haven't even, do you have a word picked for this year? So in case you guys don't know, every year we pick a word that we focus on to be intentional. I forgot what my word was last year, which sounds so good.
I will pick this. So I would say celebrate, but I celebrate all the time. I don't know if I'm picking a word that I already do, and that's kind of cheating.
But being more intentional about it.
I don't know. I'm pretty intentional about my. I plan out napkins for parties.
I expand.
I think
was
I'm
my-
pretty detail oriented on my celebrations.
Yes, true.
Detail down to the napkin.
But changing it maybe from a different perspective about celebrating your wins, celebrating small wins.
Yeah.
Changing a perspective of saying like, wait, this isn't a loss or this isn't a setback. Maybe this is a pause or a.
So I vision boarded last year, and I am so pleased with my vision boarding because my vision boards worked.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was because at some points I was like, I can't look at this any longer and know I'm getting to the end of the year without doing it. I think that was part of it.
Yeah.
Part of we've had the vision that we would have boating as part of our life. I joined Freedom Boat Club.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, now is that a vision? No, you just went and paid to do something, but I did finally take the action to
But
do it.
sometimes it's just the weirdest things. Like it's actually putting it up there on there. Sometimes it's actually the thing that gives us the permission to do it.
See,
Instead of just saying it, it creates an action.
Yeah. I don't know what it was about it, but it was I don't want to stare at it as an image in a magazine. I want my pictures in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that sort of like
Yeah.
I don't want this to be something I see other people do. I want to be the one doing it.
Yeah.
Was sort of the
Yeah.
thing. I was talking to my cousin. So I want to say that I used the word oasis earlier. And I feel like our radio show is your oasis for our listeners and the people who watch because we're trying to be a respite from the rest of the crazy world. We're
Right.
trying to give you 2 hours.
The super flu, news, politics, negativity.
Murder, wasps,
Right.
anything that could be happening.
Right.
We're
The popo knocking at your door.
we're trying to give you those 2 hours where you're not thinking about that.
Yes.
Right. So it really is like an oasis in the desert. Think of
Yeah.
us as palm trees and beautiful water and sunset colors. And that's what we want to be for you. The
Pina
2
colada,
hours,
sitting on the beach
whatever
in
you're
a bikini with tan skin.
yeah, like the sun on your
Yes.
bones, the sun on your
Yes.
face.
Yes.
That's what we want for you.
A little
So
ray of sunshine.
2026, I do like the word oasis. So my cousin Chris is the one who came up with Oasis because he was telling me he had a website back in the day called Oasis. And I'm like, what a great word that we never used. That was
Yeah.
part of our lexicon of language for the longest
Yeah.
time. And now we never use the word
Yeah.
Oasis. So I'm giving him credit, but I'm taking over Oasis for 2026.
I love Oasis.
Love Oasis
So-
too. And I was like, wasn't there a club that we danced at called Oasis? Didn't we go to a club in Boston or was it on Route 1 that we...
I don't know. I have to
I
Google
feel-
that. I don't know. I have to Google that. I don't
I'm gonna
remember.
Google, was
it
there-
kind of sounds familiar, but I don't know. So my word last year was expand.
And did you expand?
I did. And I realize now I should have been more intentional about how I wanted to expand. And we even talked about this.
I talked about it a lot with Chris because he said the word abundant, and I'm like, what are you saying abundant to?
Yes.
Because you can have abundant of crap.
Well, so I did. So
Poor Chris was like, I've already got it. Don't worry about it. I'm like, I don't think you're specific enough. I was hounding him for all of January of last year. I don't like your word.
Well,
He's like, it's none of your business.
right. Right. Yeah, I wasn't thinking when I started out and said I want to expand. I was thinking expand my portfolio, expand my experiences, like my good experiences, expanding my, you know, expanding my reach. And I think about it in certain ways. Financial investments, I think I expanded. I grew in some, wisdom. I bought a restaurant and I'm like,
A piece of an ownership of a restaurant.
yes.
We just want to give those
Yes.
other people
Yes,
credit
yes,
too.
yes. I don't own my own. Yes.
We want those people to get a little
Yes.
bit of credit.
Yes, absolutely. A ton of credit. But I wouldn't have done it without the people that are in my life. And just, I'm so grateful for Jim showing up in our life and being a partner, and just what an amazing, good human. And to be excited. And I've heard, again, we talked about this a lot of times whenever you get ready to do something, or when people, when you said you're going to write a book and they tell you, why are you going to write a book? Well, why are you going to buy into a restaurant? Do you know how hard it is? That's the first thing that you hear.
Everyone dumps on your
Do you know
your
how many
dreams.
restaurants fail in the first 5 years? And you know how hard it is, and there's not much money into it. There's not that much profit into it. But you know what? I feel like the little girl inside of me, when I think about it, is like I actually own part of a business now.
Mm-hmm.
Like this little girl from Virginia that, went to this little, lived in this little country mouse is
Yes.
doing big things.
It's doing city mouse stuff.
yes. And so it's big things for me.
I love it.
And so it's not so much about my return on my investment.
Mm-hmm.
It's about that I expanded. Like I can look back at myself and be like, wow, I am proud of you, even when nobody else is proud of you or doesn't think it's a big deal. Like I'm proud of me. I
Mhm.
never thought in my life that I would do that. And now, and the opportunity just was there,
Mm-hmm.
like just by having conversations and with people and getting to know people. And, I definitely think that,
That word worked for you.
yes, but also health issues, like just, and making some very difficult decisions
Mm.
caused me to expand. So I wasn't thinking about the negative side of
We never do. We
the
don't want
word,
to.
right. So that's why I think we have to be very intentional when you talk about abundant, like what, abundant debt,
Right.
abundant health issues. You have to
Abundant
be
problems.
very intentional, very
And
intentional.
I say that because back in I think it was like 2008, it was 2007 or whatever, I changed my password to be some numbers, like the ampersand sign and
Yeah.
abundant. Because I was like, oh, I want abundant. And I'm like, wow, did I just ruin the economy for everyone with my abundant of problem, abundant of debt, abundant of whatever. Like, you got to be real careful with the word.
yeah, yeah, yes, that is for sure.
Yeah.
Even expand, I had to be careful with that.
I don't think I'm going to do a word this year.
Really.
Because I think I'm going to stick on the vision board thing. The vision board was very
Yeah.
helpful to me. And I don't have my book to tell you what the word was, and I forgot it somewhere through. I think it was presence.
I think I think it was presence, because
And
I do remember
feel like I
talking
was-
about putting your phone down when you were going on vacation, and
Yep. And just not planning the next thing, but staying in this thing.
Yes.
And that was probably, I was present a lot
yeah,
in some good stuff and present in the bad stuff
yeah,
a lot
yeah.
too. So, and you get through it.
I think sometimes just being open and just watching how your life unfolds, or being aware, because I feel like a lot of times I've started in January, I've started a new year, and I've picked a word that I think it's going to be, and I feel like we get down the road a little bit, and that another word has picked me.
Mm-hmm.
So
And to be open to change.
yeah,
'Cause-
yeah,
And I almost think just because the calendar year is set up to 12 months, we could do goals in 4 months. Every
Yeah.
4 months
Yeah.
have, because then you could break your goals into smaller pieces.
Yeah.
Because big goals are daunting.
Yeah.
They are daunting.
yeah.
And you get lost in the weeds of them. Or I do.
Or you set your goal out to be like, I have a goal on my vision board that I know that it's unreasonable. I mean, it could be a slim chance that it would happen
Mm-hmm.
in a year,
Mm-hmm.
but it's far enough out there that I don't have the pressure. I don't have the pressure to perform or to feel like, but it's also I think part of the reason for having a vision board, it's not to put pressure on you. It's to keep your goal, to keep focused on it, instead of a pressure to perform.
Mm-hmm.
I think keeping it in your
Periphery of your mind.
yes.
Where you're not.
I do believe, because I do believe it draws things to us. It draws opportunity. So somebody's like, somebody's not say you have $2 million on your vision board. It's not like somebody's going to, deliver it to your door, but opportunities are going to come along that giving you the reason, giving it to you. The universe is giving it to you. Because I do believe that what we put out there, like I do believe that there is so much abundance out here in the world, and I do believe that we attract to us what we call to us. I think it just finds a way. Like I wanted to expand. I wanted to do it by myself. I wanted to do something that I could say I did for me, that I did, that I was proud of. It showed up as being part owner of a restaurant, but it was a good feeling. Like we walking in and like I'm meeting the staff and I'm like walking through the kitchen and they're like, "Oh, hi, I'm so excited to meet you." Like they have talked about me before, and I was like, "Well, that's pretty cool." Like,
Yeah.
It just was neat. And it's just neat to feel like you're a part of something bigger than you.
Yep.
And I was like, so it's not about making the money. It's about being part of and expanding. And I don't know where those relationships will go.
And
So
you
I
don't know what will come after that from that.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So that's why I feel like, it's not something that you have to be like, okay, well, I've got to knock that off. My vision board is not something that you've got to check off your list.
See, I thought what was different for me is I think a lot in language. I'm a language person.
Yeah.
But the vision board made me think in images, which made me think in feelings. And I don't know if that was a shift for me, but that seemed to be it seemed to speed the energy up a little bit.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
So I was thinking, we're never going to advocate you do New Year's resolutions. We're telling you you're not broken. I think when I go through, I've lost a lot of interest in my feed, and I went through and I try to delete my algorithms down to nothing, because you have an opportunity to go through and clear your algorithms. Because I look up, I had a hamstring problem, so I looked up a couple of things, not even in Instagram, but on my computer.
Yeah, and it shows up.
And then all of a sudden your feed shows everyone doing ass workout videos.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm trying to fix a hamstring. And there's the idea that you could be something better than you. I'm saying no. What if you're pretty awesome?
There is nothing better than you.
Right. What if you're
For
pretty,
you.
Yeah. What if you're pretty awesome? And of course, you're not perfect. No human is perfect. And you're going to work on some things, and but instead of constantly nasal gazing, it's almost like when you're in therapy too long and you're like, I can't talk about this anymore.
Yeah.
Because I think good therapy, you don't circle the drain a lot.
Yeah.
I loved my therapist, Ken, and I remember he didn't need to hear any more stories.
Yeah.
He got the gist. And it's like, okay, the next time that happens, try this to deal with it. Constantly.
Right. Because you're creating, it's the same feeling, a different circumstance.
And it's the same story.
Yeah.
After a while, it becomes the same story. So part of what I'm saying on January 1st, well, every single social media will give you what are your resolutions and what habits are you putting today. And, I'm going to say, no.
Yeah.
You're not doing any of that today.
No.
Today, you're celebrating that you made it through 2025.
Yes.
You're excited or resting
yes
for 2026, because I said I wanted to go into New Year's rested.
So think about this,
because I was not rested in December.
Like thinking about a new year. It's a very new year. It's like a new baby. It's being birthed. It's being born. So it has time to incubate. So your goals, your resolutions, the things that you want to focus on, use this time to incubate, like to grow, to nurture, to rest.
To decide what you want the seeds to look like.
Right. What do you want your garden to
What are you
look like?
planting?
Yes.
Right.
Love that.
What are you planting?
Yes. And then spring is the time to be intentional.
And then you're
going
to do some other things. You're going to shine up what you think that idea is going to look like. You're going to do some research on it. Like whatever you're trying to do, even if it's... So what day? Oh, I said that I couldn't walk after Christmas, and I could not walk after Christmas.
Yeah.
I could not walk. We danced for 6 hours. I was dancing in heels, and I think I just re-injured my hamstring a little bit. A lot of that knee low
Yeah.
business, right? So
Drop
the
it,
next
drop
day,
it low.
yeah, I was dropping it low and low,
low.
and low.
How low
Get
can she
low.
go?
Right? And
You know a
so-
lot of those songs.
to the window, to the wall. We have all of that. So I was on the couch and I'm like, I'm not doing anything today. My hamstring hurts. I'm going to rest it. I'm going to ice it. I had the cat, right? This is what I'm doing. And I started binge watching Always Sunny in Philadelphia because it's funny. And the only commercial on that entire show on Hulu is the Row GLP-1. And when
Oh.
you see that commercial 9 times a show,
Yeah.
even though I'm silencing it and I watch a bunch of episodes in a row, I'm like, is that the only drug company that could afford advertising on Hulu? And I'm like,
Brainwash.
and then, so there's the business
Yeah.
part of me that's like, well, apparently they're advertising. Do they want to advertise on Lisa and Robin on the mic? And I'm like, you know what? I don't want to advertise GLP-1 Row.
Right.
It's not that I don't think the product's a good product for people who need it.
It's that you're
appropriately-
brainwashing everybody with it.
It's that you've
In
got
my opinion.
celebrities with lollipop heads, you know, trying to lose 5 more pounds.
Yeah.
When they were thin,
Yeah.
they looked anorexic to begin with.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know that being healthy, because you can be skinny and be unhealthy. You can be
Yes.
skinny and have health problems, right? What we're all trying to get to is living healthier. So hopefully we're living longer.
Yeah.
In the last 15 years out of our life, we're not screaming at some nurse aide somewhere
Right.
to change our diaper.
Right. Right.
Right? We don't want that. If I die in a bungee
Someone's stealing my
accident at
dentures.
82,
Right.
you're going to be
Right.
like, oh, she didn't want to go to the nursing home.
Yeah. Yeah.
She took the quick Sally route. She took the quick route out.
I know. I was just thinking about it. You
Auntie
know,
flipped her vet.
there's nothing that you can do to stop age and the deterioration of your body. And talking about
But
just
we can fight it with all of our might. And I don't know if GPL-1s, you just being perpetually on a GPL-1,
yeah.
is the answer to that. You know, and they have Serena Williams, who's an athlete, talking about how she lost 30 pounds with GPL-1. And I'm like,
Yeah,
she's
but
also
still
a
look at- but
tennis
it
star.
still
I'm
looks
sure
at-
running
it's
around at
still-
the tennis court.
But it
did
can
something.
help this area. But like taking drugs for, prescriptions for a long term, look at your liver and your kidneys and all of these things that you have. Like,
And sometimes you have to take medicine, and no one's saying that. And I'm not
Yes.
saying, I'm only bringing up the GPL-1 thing because I was like, there was not another ad.
right.
There was not one other ad on Hulu.
Yeah.
It was the most bizarre thing to
But
me.
I think a lot of the commercials like that are now like they just play the same 2 or 1 over and over and over again.
Really?
Like you just forget, and it's always like almost always pharmaceutical.
Yeah,
or
there-
Doritos.
I would kill for a Doritos ad.
Yeah.
I would have killed for one to see the same GLP-1 ad over and over. You were listening to Lisa and Robin on the mic on New Year's Day. You were listening on 95.3 FM, 1590 AM. You can always watch and stream on WSMN.live as well as YouTube. We're going to go to the top of the hour, and we will be back with the second hour. We're reminding you a happy, happy New Year, and we'll be back in 5.
Info.